Hello, and welcome to the Wednesday Night News on a Thursday. Bringing you all the latest from the world of Christians, music, and bees. My name's Lacy Rain.
Oh yeah. And I'm an internal homophobic racist mess.
Our top story of the week, Kylie Jenner's lip suction challenge swept the nation.
Yes, teens, tweens, and the emotionally retarded among us have been trying to make their lips bigger by sucking a jar for extended period of time. Which is funny, Lacy.
Well, why is that, Charlize?
Well, because I often find myself sucking things for extended periods of time too.
Well, no, we don't want to hear any more about your kinky personal life.
No, it's not what you think. Back in Nigeria, I used to suck the bare flesh off antelopes, entrails, and all that got bigger was my hairy waist.
I think a dirty blowjob joke would have sufficed. Our next story, Christina Aguilera lands herself in another television role, yet the world was horrified to find out it was a musical and she would in fact be singing.
Yes, in desperate attempts to hold on to her career, the tacky starlet offered her powerhouse vocals to hopefully convince Southern America that she is not a demonic wildebeest bred from the underbelly of some sick cosmic joke. On the subject of sick cosmic jokes.
Yes, we all know Charlize.
Well, my mother worked in an elephant sanctuary. She dealt with massive things on a day-to-day basis. But when I was born, her vagina could barely handle the monstrous 40-pound baby that came out of her. She's now unable to use her legs thanks to my big fucking 40-foot ones.
As always, we're trying to keep it professional, Charlize.
Okay, sorry. Our next story comes from a scientific story that claims Medusa was not blind.
Yes, well, we're moving on. Fairly interesting. Let's take a look at what's happening with our weather girl, Bella Mead. Is it Lacy with a chance of rain? Over there, that's where the weather girl sits. Meanwhile, back in the studio.
Hello, it's Belly Mad giving you the breakdown of the weather over the next few days. We don't have a green screen, so you're gonna have to use my face. As you can see across the southern part of my cheeks, represents a large dropping in warm temperatures across the weekend. While the state of my outfit makes the heavens cry, so expect some rain on Saturday. Passion from me forever. Finally, wind will be passing right across the east coast of west in a giant stretch almost as big as my man's shoulders. Back to you in the studio, Lacy.
Thank you, Bella. Charlize, would you like to introduce the next section of the show?
I would, and I hope my leprosy doesn't prevent me. It's time for Top or Flop, the part where we decide what this week has been a top and what has been a flop. Kind of sounds a little familiar, doesn't it?
This is a professional news broadcast brought to you by the BFG. First up, we have the Avengers film release. Now, do you think that's top or flop?
To be honest, I can't be dealing with all of that comic shit, so it's gonna be a flop from me.
Yeah. Flop from the woman whose hair stands and does not. Next we had Max being eliminated from RuPaul's Drag Race. Think carefully.
Well, you see, I really do love Max, and I'm really sad that she was eliminated. However, she's gonna go on to do amazing things, so she gets a top from me.
I don't think she wants a top from you. Then, oh yes, and the endless titty party that is the return of Game of Thrones. Top or flop?
I'm sorry, but if it's got titties, then it's gonna be a flop.
That's what your bra said. No, that's all we have time for. Tune in next month when Ariana Grande's funeral engagements will be announced. So, from me, Lacy Rain.
And I'm Charlize denied.
Good night.
Good night.